You launch a test. It wins. You share the results, and what happens? Nothing changes, no process, no buy-in, no momentum. A few weeks later, you're back to square one. That's why most CRO efforts fizzle out. Not because the tactics are wrong, but because the culture doesn't support it. And here's the twist. The real reason most tests die in the dark might surprise you. In this video, I'll show you how to turn CRO from a side project into a core growth engine, one that actually sticks. Hey, I'm Idris from Clickaloo. We help mid to large B2C and DTC brands turn more paid clicks into customers by fixing broken landing pages and building systems that drive continuous growth. Because here's the truth, CRO doesn't fail from lack of effort. It fails when it's treated like a campaign instead of a company habit. So if you ever pushed for experimentation only to have it stall after a few tests, this one's for you. We worked with a brand last year that had already run a few tests before we stepped in. One of them led to a 19% lift in revenue per visitor. Big win, right? But they never operationalized it. No framework, no tracking, no alignment with finance or product. So it never scaled. That 19% win buried in a Slack thread somewhere. Fast forward 6 months later into our partnership. They're now running 4 to 5 tests per month across multiple funnels, and CRO is baked into how they do business. Let's break down exactly how we help them get there. Section 1 is why CRO efforts stall. Let's be brutally honest. Most CRO efforts stalled because of 4 silent killers. 1. No ownership. Who owns CRO? Marketing, product, design. When ownership's fuzzy, execution slows, and priorities get messy. 2. Leadership doesn't see the P&L impact. If your CFO or COO thinks CRO is just button colors, you'll never get real support. You have to frame CRO in terms of revenue, margin, and LTV, not CTR. 3 is CRO is reactive, not strategic. Most brands only test when performance tanks. It becomes damage control, not a source of growth. Number 4 is no process means no progress. A one-off test might win, but without a system to track, learn, and iterate, you're reinventing the wheel every month. If that sounds familiar, let's flip it. Here's the exact playbook we use to help brands turn CRO into part of their operating system. Reframe CRO as revenue optimization. Don't pitch CRO as a design initiative. Pitch it as revenue optimization. When we showed finance that a simple A/B test increased net revenue per visitor by $1.72, that got attention. Tie it to margin, CAC efficiency, LTV, you'll get people leaning in. In your next leadership meeting, try this. This isn't about headline variance. It's about turning the same ad spend into more revenue per session. But reframing is just the start. None of this works without what's next. Appoint a single owner. You need one person accountable for moving CRO forward. They don't have to do it all, but they have to quarterback the play. They align design, copy, analytics, and dev around one goal: learning what actually moves revenue. We had one brand with 3 teams testing independently until no one tested at all. No owner means no momentum. Simple as that. Build a shared testing tracker. We created a tracker that became the CRO command center. Here's what's inside: test name, hypothesis, target page, owner, the status, the dates, results, learning, collision risk, and next test prompt. When teams see the pipeline, patterns emerge. You stop duplicating efforts. You find where the real wins are hiding. And it signals to leadership this isn't guesswork, it's a system. 4 is to run a momentum loop. Every 30 days, ask, what did we test? What did we learn? What's next? Then share the loop with marketing, product, sales, and leadership. When you close the loop, people stay invested. You teach your org to think in experiments, not opinions. One team we worked with resisted testing for months. After 2 shared momentum loops, they were its biggest champions. Create a win archive. In this next one, you want to make sure your org believes in CRO. Make the wins impossible to ignore. Turn every major win into a mini case study. CTA placement change plus 22% CTR. New headline, $37,000 more increased revenue. Multi-step form, 30% more completions. Put these in a shared doc. Better yet, present one at your next all hands. CRO doesn't sell itself, but results do. Here's the bonus tip. Tie your tests to company bets. Want CRO to get taken seriously? Tie it to company priorities. If you're focused on mobile growth this quarter, run mobile-specific tests. If leadership is pushing subscriptions, test pricing and offer positioning. Align CRO to the big rocks, and suddenly it's no longer a side quest. It's part of the mission. So here's the bottom line. Most CRO fails not because the tactics are weak, but because the org doesn't know how to sustain it. If you want CRO to stick, you need strategic framing, a shared process, visible wins, and a culture of learning. That's what we help our clients build, because optimization isn't a one-off, it's a growth engine. And remember that 19% win from earlier? We help them resurface it, scale it, and multiply it. If you're a mid-market or enterprise brand tired of throwing traffic at broken funnels, book a free strategy call at clickaloo.com. We'll help you turn testing into real business impact.